Hi Leute, ich befinde mich heute in England und zwar genauer gesagt in Poole. Ich bin nämlich heute bei Lush eingeladen in einem Haarlabor. Hier werden nämlich neue Produkte für Lush hergestellt und ich sitze jetzt hier mit Daniel Campbell zusammen. Er ist nämlich ein Haarexperte. Who are you?
Who am I? So I'm one of the product inventors for Lush. I have a chemistry background, so I tend to work on sort of more of the technical products. I've been a product inventor for 5 years and my sort of specialist area is skin, but most importantly hair care.
So the first question is, our body is developing and changing during puberty,
yeah,
of course. Is there also a change in our hair structure? Because when I was a kid, I know my hair was way thinner and way lighter than today. So
I think there's no sort of one size fits all when it comes to the biology of puberty. So you will find, depending on the levels of hormones in your blood and the amount of protein that is being pushed up into the sebaceous glands where the hair comes out of, it can alter dramatically.
I have many very young viewers on my YouTube channel. If they are 11 years old and the hair is really thin, do you think the hair could be thicker when they are older, so they don't have to be upset right now?
No, not at all, not at all. I think with fine hair, the best thing to use is products with sea salt in there or honey. Anything that's slightly acidic will cancel out the chemical charge of the hair, allowing the cuticle to swell and look thicker. Don't over straighten your hair, don't over dye. I would much more encourage people to look after their hair as they would look after their skin.
The next question is about silicones.
Yeah.
There's a huge thing going on in media. Oh, silicones are so bad. Do you think that's true? And how does silicones react with the hair? Is it really that bad, or what do you think about this?
Well, we don't use silicones in our products. I mean, there's issues with animal testing and things like that, but we've found ways around having to use them. Silicon or silica, it's a heavy metal. It's metal, but it's also part of sand. It's something you'll find at the beach. So it's not something that it's not going to have any long-term hazard to your health. What it does do is it glues itself to your hair, so it builds up on your hair. So the more you use silicone, the more and more and more you'll get on top of your hair. What you will find with this is that it sort of negates the natural flow of your hair. It makes the hair very. It's almost like putting like cling film or sellotape on the top of the hair. It stops the hair behaving as it normally would. So I wouldn't say that it's the best thing to use for the hair. Using products with conditioning agents in there, that's much better. I would also say that using things like anti-static agents, a little bit more gentle, used with things like honey, would be perfect.
How long does it take for my hair to get all of the silicone out of it?
It would again depend on how much you've used, how often, and it's not something to panic about. I think you just don't worry, because it's an inert material. It's not going to, if you absorb it into your body, it will eventually pass through. And bearing in mind, we absorb, I think it's 5 kilos of cosmetics through our skins in our lifetime. So it's not something to kind of freak out about, but it is very much a thing of reduce the amount and just kind of switch over. It's not a thing that will leave your hair permanently damaged, because you will have the oil through there. You also, hair will drop out and new hair will come through. So it's not the end of the world.
Do you have a favorite ingredient for your hair care products?
I think olive oil is probably one of my favorite ingredients. The kind of increasing the elasticity of your hair is a perfect thing, I think, because we're always over processing our hair as well. Having a little bit of elasticity in the hair is perfect. And I think with the more, because it's so light, slips in and out of the hair easily. Yeah, it's beautiful, helps to add shine. Olive oil is perfect, yeah.
And what do you think might be the next big hair care trend?
From my point of view, I think just doing more products with lovely natural ingredients in there that do good to the planet as well as good to the user.
Recently I went to the hairdresser and he asked me, what do you use for your hair, treatments, etc. And I said, I like to use hair oils. Yeah. And he was like, oh no, hair oils are bad. What do you think? Are hair oils not as good as many think they are? including me, because I think that's also a big hair trend to use oils on your hair.
I don't think there's anything wrong with using a hair oil. I think if you want to use a hair oil, that's right, that's fine, do that, but also use the right one, use the right amount of it, and use it at the right frequency. So there'd always be people like your hairdresser and people like me saying, oh, you should do this or you should do that. But it's really about experimenting and finding what your own way is, because nobody knows your hair as well as you do. But if you are happy with that, then that's absolutely fine.
My hair, as you said, is fine. Yeah, no volume. Can you recommend a product from Lush?
So just looking at your hair, what I would be doing is, so from the ear down, that's where you want to be applying conditioner. You don't need conditioner up here because the oil in your scalp will do the conditioning for you.
I never put conditioner on my scalp.
That's all right, that's perfect. So then I'd move into Jersey Bounce, which is a olive oil, sea salt and egg shampoo. So full of protein, so because your hair's fine, but there's a lot of it. Your individual hair shafts, putting protein onto there will make them stronger. Olive oil will increase elasticity and sea salt will increase the volume. Conditioner wise, the Plumps, which is a solid conditioner, has honey in there. Honey acts in a similar way to sea salt, swells the cuticle, makes it look thinner. And then I've finished off with my favourite Mr. Dandy's hair candy, small amount through wet hair and then blow dried on a medium heat. If you've got fine hair, using a hot hair dryer will flatten all your cuticles down and get rid of the volume. So always on a medium heat. Okay. If you can a cool heat,
that's interesting.
That would be better. But then you're good to go.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
Very interesting.